checking out another mono hull. We've got the Hanse 410 here, Australian debut.
Yes, correct.
I'm with Aaron here, and he's going to walk us through this wonderfully German engineered French design.
Correct, new designers, French designers for the 410.
Let's walk through any features you want to tell me while we're looking here.
So, yes, indeed. Here on the starboard side, just in front of the bow, the new 410. Some new features is the reverse bow, even more prominent on the 460 behind.
Yes. Oh,
with
wow.
some beautiful lines coming back, extra volume in the bow.
Yep.
You can see this forward chime here.
Yes.
Adding to extra volume above the waterline there.
All right.
Moving back.
And that will give you a bit more speed, like the old tumble home of the IORC boats?
Correct. Keeps the performance up, long waterline, without adding on too much drag. Yes,
Lovely.
Correct. And as we move back here, looking at the exterior, we've got upgraded SPS Elvström sails, a bit more performance orientated with the standard
in-mast
flagship self-tacking jib. Awesome.
And this is who do you think this boat is built for? What sort of person?
Great question. Very flexible. So
we'll walk around and go onto the boat. Yep.
Of course. Very flexible. Can be used for more cruising, family orientated,
yep.
but also aspects of performance there for people that want to race.
Nice.
Nice large bathing platform.
Yes,
with
lovely.
Its own dedicated ladder just inside here.
Yes.
And as we come into the cockpit, features on this model, we have the electronic tables.
Yep.
So you can have raised or with a push of a button, we can lower down, fill the cockpit space with cushions. Awesome lounging.
Very nice, yes.
And as you'll notice with all Hanses, all lines running back to the cockpit and actually back to the helm station.
Yep.
So under the deck combings here, electric winch.
Nice and tidy.
Nice and tidy and super easy sailing.
Yes.
You know, these boats really can be sailed by a couple, if not single-handed.
And I imagine there's not much need to even go up on deck, is there?
No, correct. No, we have Z-spar mast with an in-mast furling system. So really between that and the self-tacking jib, no need to be moving forward.
Do we want to maybe walk up the bow and have a quick little look at...
We'll just make our way under the bimini here.
We have had a bit of rain here on the Gold Coast, which is highly unusual, but...
Sunny Queensland.
Yes.
Making the teak look good.
Yes.
Moving forward, anchor storage at the front, integrated bowsprit, beautiful storage of the anchor there.
Nice.
With the stainless steel delta, self-tacking jib.
Oh yes.
And plenty of hatches on the deck for this forward cabin, which we'll see shortly.
Lovely. And a bit of oh no, that's a bit of a bend on it, isn't there?
Yes, correct. Getting some better sheeting angles and position for the jib there with that slightly raised jib track.
Lovely.
Correct.
Everything nice and flat to walk on.
Yes. Yeah.
Very nice.
Some diagonals to hold on here, but easy access forward and backwards.
Yep.
Easy moving around the boat,
and you've got a screen there that can be put up in weather.
Yes, correct. We have a spray hood Dodger, as they call it here.
Yep.
And this boat is also optioned with additional clears. So full coverage clears that can be zipped on down towards the gunnel here and fully enclose the cockpit. And again, like you say, no need to go forward for sailing. So super practical for some longer offshore stuff.
Oh, lovely. So the whole, you can enclose everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really seal it all off. Make our way downstairs. Lovely handholds here. Nice open companionway steps really for a 41-footer.
Yep.
With that extra beam with the new 410 model, really helping with the space there. Now on the interior of this boat here, we have the 2-cabin layout. So we have our forward cabin with ensuite.
Have a bit of a peek up
Start
there,
up at the bow.
Lovely.
There you go.
Plenty
all those
of room.
Skylights, Luma hatches you can see.
Yeah, open them up, let some air in.
Exactly.
Views out the side, see what's going on.
And the ensuite in here as well.
Plenty of storage space there, looks good. And we've got the heads in there.
Yes, correct.
So we've got the head and the shower.
So no dedicated shower in the front.
No, all right.
Dedicated shower in our main head.
All right. Would you call so that's your captain's stateroom at
correct,
the back there?
Yes. Yep. Your master cabin.
And we've got plenty of
lots of storage, just a single latch in the middle here.
Look at
beautiful
that.
hinges.
Nice. And you've got a little bit of a edge there so things don't fly around. Very nice.
Very simple and sophisticated electrical panel here and controls. We've got two 40-volt systems and our beautiful Submarine 12-volt systems with nice touch display for reading tank levels, battery percentages, etc.
All there in the one spot.
Yes, and chart table in here.
Lovely.
A few upgrades on this boat include the genset. So here we have our Fisher Panda controls. We also have some beautiful little LED lights for when the sun does go down, lighting up the cockpit. And here is our master vault system. So a lovely little feature for checking battery levels, total amperage coming in.
Very nice.
And really keeping track of everything.
And fridge or...
Yes, additional fridge freezer.
Lovely, and you're all ready for the end of the boat show with
some of the important goods in there.
Beer there. That's
correct.
Good to see.
Yes. Another nice little feature I'd like to point out on this model is the beautiful little wine storage in the centre of the saloon here.
Good to see, because I wasn't sure whether the Germans would have as much wine storage as the French.
It's that French design.
Yeah, there you go. See, French designer.
That comes from the designer there.
Exactly. He had to include that. A nice little storage there too. Lovely.
Yes, all the manuals.
And you can put that table up if need be.
Correct, just like we have on the port side here.
Yep, fantastic. Correct. All right.
An L-shaped galley, so traditional L-shaped galley, beautiful handholds all the way along. Yeah, and here you go, access to the sink, but also additional chopping space if needed.
And there are more refrigeration.
Yes, the important stuff, more refrigeration, and a beautiful German Miele microwave.
Yes. And of course,
plenty of power points, gas stove
with 3 burners.
Correct. And underneath access to that.
Oh, that's very handy, isn't it? Yeah. That's a nice feature. I like that.
Beautiful little locks.
Keep everything in place.
Even coming with inbuilt little cutlery holders there.
Very nice.
And then moving just further back for you on the port side of the boat. Again, as mentioned, 2 cabin layouts. So this. Excuse all the cushions packing up at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But beautiful storage room in here. Yes. As you can see, fit all the cushions. We have the clears in here, sail bags, any other storage you'd like, and beautiful access to the generator.
Very easy to get to. That's a nice space, isn't
Correct.
it?
Even additional behind the engine and sail drive access through here, as well as just next to me.
And so motor under the
correct.
Here. So, and what sort of horsepower you got on this one?
Powered by Yanmar on the Hanses, and this is the 57. Option to upgrade to 80 horsepower on the 410.
57 would be enough horsepower. What's the weight of this boat?
Weight is 9.2 ton.
Oh, so it is a heavy boat. So
she's under 10 ton. It's a fairly reasonable, good displacement for a vessel of this size.
Yep.
47 horsepower. I mean, super economical.
Yep.
You're never really cruising at more than burning, let's say, 5 litres an hour.
Yep.
So the engine is realistically burning 3 litres an hour at cruising speed, which is 7 knots.
7 knots.
2,000
with the sailing, what sort of speeds are you getting? Like
good question.
7 knots also? Or?
Yes, it's similar speeds.
Yep.
Of course, weather dependent, but upgraded sail package. And quite frequently we see optioned on the Hanses is for the large overlapping Genoa, which comes as a beautiful option for 130% overlapping Genoa, sheeted outboard, for some great off-the-wind sailing on lighter breeze stuff, which really helps with the performance. You know, to be honest, you know, with that sail in some nice conditions, you can be hitting double figures on this kind of boat.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on into the head.
Yep.
This is our main day head with that separate shower.
Very nice.
Quite often what we're looking for.
There's a shower
Have
head.
a shower without getting the bathroom and the toilet itself wet.
Nice wood fittings in there too.
Yes, so all of the wood on board the Hanse is actually produced, cut with beautiful large CNC machines in the Hanse factory. So everything is beautifully fitted. You'll see with the floorboards here, no squeaking as we're walking around the boat. Yes. Very nice fit. Yep. For all of the floorboards there with that in-house wood.
And I'll have a quick look in the masters or one of
in
the
our
bedrooms.
Stern cabin, yes.
Yep. And plenty of room there, some windows.
Yeah, even standing up in there.
Yeah. Very nice hanging space.
Yeah.
Lovely. Now, the big question, the price of these, what are they?
Sure. So landed in Australia, the Hanse 410, you're starting at 620,000 Australian. This boat, with all of the options included, air conditioning, diesel heater, upgraded sails, electric heads, microwave, electronic tables, all of the features that we've added on here, you're looking near the 800,000 Australian dollar mark for this.
But that's the fully spec.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much every box ticked.
Yeah.
All the extras.
And you've sailed this yourself, Aaron?
I have not sailed this yet myself. This boat has just landed in Australia in preparation for the show.
Yep.
So we had the boat commissioned at the Boatworks and straight into the show. But as of tomorrow, persisting that the weather is good, we'll be sailing down to Sydney.
Oh,
very much
fantastic.
looking
So
forward to it.
you'll get a good test of it.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Take it for its test sail.
And the sails you've got on it at the moment on this one?
Yeah, so made by Elvström,
Yep.
and they're the upgraded package, so a step above from our Dacron cruising sails.
Yep.
They're what they call the SPS sails, so they're sustainable performance sails. So a little bit lighter, hold their shape better.
Yep.
And this Elvström mainsail comes with fully vertical battens. Yep. So as the in-mast furling technology has developed, we're seeing more and more orders. It's now the majority, people going for in-mast furling.
Yep.
So the fully battened vertical mainsail really allows for a nice roach, additional sort of leach and sail area to give some good performance, but still have the ease of use and the reefing abilities that come with in-mast furling.
So you're going to give it a real good flogging?
We will do indeed, yeah.
It's good to give it a good...
yeah, got to test it.
Yes.
No, the boat is certainly built for it, category A. So yeah, she's ocean going. So taking it down to Sydney will be a breeze.
Fantastic. Aaron, thanks for your time. That was a great,
No, thank you very much.
walkthrough. Thank you.
Pleasure.